It's very easy for a narcissist to steal our trust, as when they get to know us, they get to know all about us. They mirror us so they can reflect back to us exactly what we want to hear. So if we've been hurt in the past, they're going to tell us that they would never do anything like that to us, to influence our thoughts into believing in them. So when they do show us who they can also be, we question ourselves. When they gaslight us with "if you hadn't, I wouldn't," we question what we've done to cause them to hurt us, rather than recognise that we can't trust them as a person. You can always trust a narcissist will lie to you. This video is going to be about how a narcissist steals our trust and how we can rebuild our trust. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about the narcissist personality disorder, to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with in your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you overcome narcissistic abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. After you've been around a narcissist, you can often be left with little to no trust in them, little to no trust for others, and little to no trust within yourself. Being scared to be who you are and who you want to be, being scared to open up to those around you, being scared to trust within others, as your thoughts have been manipulated into no longer being able to trust in others, which can also leave you feeling a little narcissistic, even though you are not a narcissist. You've just been around one. Narcissists do this quite easily, as they often choose people who do trust within others. They often do choose people who do trust within themselves. They choose people that have confidence, that are doing well for themselves, because they are envious of that person, because they want what that person has. So they want your good qualities and they want to pass their bad qualities over to you. Now, a narcissist can choose somebody who has been hurt in the past, who does have things to overcome within their trust. But because they still do trust in other people, they trust when a narcissist tells them that they wouldn't do something to them that's been done to them in the past. When someone tells you that they wouldn't do that to you, that you've worked hard, or that you're clever, you've done well, that they like your top, you trust them. You've no reason not to. You don't think twice about questioning them on why they've said lovely comments to you, or why they've said they'd never hurt you. That influences your thoughts into believing that they'd never hurt you. They'd never do anything like that to you. You don't think, well, why have you just said that to me? You trust that when you go online and you order something, that it's going to arrive at your house within the given date. You know, sometimes there might be delays, there might be hold-ups, so it might come a few days later. You trust that if it doesn't arrive, you will be able to phone the parcel company or the company you ordered it from, and they will either get a replacement or you will get a refund. We like to trust in the police, that they will uphold laws that were designed to protect us. We like to think that we can trust in the courts, that they will uphold the law that was designed to protect us. We trust in our parents, we trust in our partners, we trust in friendships, we trust that people love and care about each other and don't want to go around hurting each other, and that it's very rare for people to go around hurting each other. As we respect others and as we're honest to others, we expect And that's it. We expect others to respect us and be honest with us. So when they are telling us things, because we're expecting them to be honest, we believe they're telling us the truth. We think that people will love with the full heart because we love them with our full heart. We learn to trust in people completely. You go into a relationship trusting people and you assume that they will do the same. You don't go around suspicious of all those around you. You take things at face value. This is normal human behaviour. You are honest. You might have a strong dislike for hypocritical people, for people who are dishonest, as you like to get to the truth, the bottom of the matter, which a narcissist will also use against you, because as you are a truth seeker that wants honesty, respect and openness, when they do things to you that they hide from you, you feel like you're questioning them because you want the truth. And this is when they're going to turn it all on to you, so you feel like you're the one in the wrong for having trust issues when you're actually, in fact, around an untrustworthy person. The fact that you've got trust issues around someone shows that they are not to be trusted. In the idolization period with a narcissist or with narcissistic parents, when they are treating you so well, we are conned into believing how much they care and love us. We start to recognize that love is something that is conditional when it shouldn't be conditional. It should not be when we serve them, they treat us well, and when we don't serve them, they treat us horribly. People just shouldn't go around treating each other horribly. Love is something where there can be disagreements and conflict, and you still care about the other person enough not to do something to hurt them or break their trust. We believe that others tell us the truth. We think that others are honest and open. We think we can trust in those that claim they care about us, that claim they love us. People will even tell you how they've been hurt in the past, so they know how it feels to be hurt, that they've been cheated on, so they'd never cheat on you. They'd leave before they cheated on you because they know how it feels. We have no reason to believe what they're saying isn't true, and as they are so convincing, we trust that they are telling us the truth. Yet they are mirroring us with an illusion, a false promise, just playing on our trust in others, our empathy and our caring nature to gain our trust. So when they start to say things like, it's just a friend, we trust that it's just a friend. When they borrow money from us and say they will pay us back, we trust they would pay us back. We trust them when they say they're going to be working late. We trust them when they say they're working away. When they say they'll take care of the bills, we trust that they will do this because they've told us they would do this. We have no reason when they first say these things to distrust them because they haven't yet broken our trust. However, they can slowly but surely break and shatter our trust during the devaluation stage when they start to let us down. Our trust in them is what they will use against us time and time again with their gaslighting and twisted words that they use. We often end up being the ones that are confused, believing they are genuine, that it must be something we said or something that we did, as they will tell us, if you hadn't, I wouldn't. If you loved me, you would. As we've lived the reality of the idolization stage, we look for the good in them, and then they slowly take our trust, they disrespect it, and they walk all over it. When we question them, it's then mind games of the silent treatment, the gaslighting, the blame shifting, the projection, telling us they don't want to argue with us, and so much more, leaving us with the self-doubt that it's something we did and not who they are. When we see what's been happening to us, when the pattern of behaviour becomes regular enough for us to recognise that it's not right and it's who they are, They will either bring back the intermittent reinforcement of the idealization stage and reward us to confuse us, or they will up and leave us with no explanation, no closure, leaving a horrible pain in our head and our hearts, horrible thoughts running through our minds as we just cannot seem to escape what's happened to us, leaving us to deal with the aftermath, with financial problems, with all that narcissists do. Most of us are often left with no trust within ourselves, feeling stupid, and often not knowing who to trust around us to help us, questioning why people are being nice to us, if they want something from us. Are they being genuine, or do they just want to use us? Most of us might feel foolish and not want to talk to others if we've not already been isolated. A lot of people will self-isolate to avoid further pain. You are far from alone if you've done any of this. With how a narcissist manipulates, it's hard to see what they are doing, as they can bring that idealization, play nice period back at any moment. We look for the good in them, and they feed our mind to look for the bad within us. We look to believe and trust in them, and it's challenging to see what's truly happening. You can and you will get your trust back, first in yourself and then in others. Be proud of yourself for breaking free. Rebuilding your self-trust after a narcissistic relationship is learning to listen to your own emotions and your own opinions, and don't let other people turn you against yourself, listening to your own thoughts and your own feelings and taking your own advice. After the trauma bond and CPTSD and rebuilding your trust, not only in yourself but trusting in those around you, your intuition is key in this. Listening to it and taking action with what it's telling you. If something doesn't feel right, it usually isn't. This will help you make the right choices and slowly rebuilding your trust. Start reflecting back at all those moments when you just knew something but you didn't know, when you had perfectly normal feelings given the situation, yet the narcissist dismissed them or invalidated them or told you that they were only joking. Then, because you couldn't work out what your instincts were telling you, you pushed it down, ignored it and carried on anyway. Little things in the beginning, or you made excuses, or they made excuses and you believed in them. The worst thing about those excuses are, within our minds, they become extremely valid. We often minimize the things that they were doing. Perhaps instead of trusting our intuition, we ended up asking the narcissist, who lied it all away. Even though our intuition was telling us what they were saying wasn't adding up, wasn't making sense, we want to believe in them. So we ignore our own intuition, that gut feeling. Remember how many times you ignored it? You just lost some more trust. And it's normal to ignore it because before we've lived it, we don't recognise what it's telling us. It's only once we've lived something that we can learn from it. You may have plans and ideas of how your life is going to work out, and then life gets in the way. Don't think of it like that. Think of it as if you were going in the wrong direction, and now life is guiding you into the right direction. Your thought process is what you can use to work for you. Narcissists use your thoughts to work against you. You have to take back the power of your thoughts to use them to work for you. I am taking back control of my mind, and repeat this until you do take back control of your mind. Listen to your inner truth, what that gut of yours is telling you, what that intuition is telling you. It can be something out of nowhere that wasn't even planned. If your intuition is telling you something, follow it. If you look back 15 years, 10 years, 5 years, 1 year or 6 months, you'll see how much wiser you are now than you were then, how much you've come through, how much you've learned. When you see the signs your intuition is telling you something, look and listen to those signs. Stop isolating yourself. Start getting out there. Find your intuition and take action. Every time you listen to your intuition, take action. See that it works for you. It'll build your trust back up within yourself. Then when you listen to it with those around you, it'll build your trust back up in others. Listen to your emotions as to what they are telling you. Don't ask other people what your emotions are telling you. Ask yourself what they're telling you. And if you're finding it difficult to begin with, ask yourself like it's somebody you really care about, feeling how you feel, coming to you for advice. What advice would you give that person? It's easy to dish out advice to others. It's difficult to take it on board and take action for ourselves. However, it's a must. When you take action that agrees with your emotions, that agrees with your intuition, you'll learn to trust yourself again, raising your standards, knowing your values and beliefs, learning your boundaries and trusting yourself from within. And each of us are different and entitled to our own. Discovering our new blueprint on life and adapting to it. Getting a pen and paper and writing down where we'd like to be. Like getting in a car. If you don't know where you're going to drive around in circles. If you put a postcode into that sat-nav, it's going to take you where you want to be. You've got to put the thought in your brain of where you would like life to go for you, and then you will find the route to take yourself there. Where do you want to be in a year from now, 5 years from now? And why would you like to be there? Then action in steps to get yourself there. Working on you helps you to stop letting negative, narcissistic people rent space in your mind, because your mind is occupied with other things, bringing your focus onto your life. Babies don't quit. They learn to sit, crawl, walk and talk. It's not easy. They stumble, they fall. It takes time, it takes practice. They have to focus, they have to concentrate. They don't stop until we get to a point where we get up and walk without even thinking about walking. Our subconscious mind takes over. Babies make so many mistakes learning new skills. However, they keep going until their subconscious is programmed into just picking up that pen and writing it. When we learn how to write, we have to focus. When we've learned how to write, we just do. We are all capable of learning, just like learning to ride a new bike. We go until we get it. Yet somewhere in adulthood, we let the fear of our mistakes put us off achieving our goals and dreams. It's okay to fail. It's okay to fall. We just need to get up and go again. Like Thomas Edison's mindset when he invented the light bulb. He didn't fail 10,000 times. He found 10,000 ways it didn't work until he found the way it did. We are all capable. We are all special. We all have strength within us. If you found the coping mechanisms to survive the relationship, you will find them to survive recovery, to achieve your own dreams, whatever they might be for you. We are all individuals. Confidence and trust, values and beliefs are something your mind creates for you. So if someone lets you down once, you might think, that's okay. If they do the same thing twice, you learn to not go to them in the future. For others, from now on, if someone lets you down once, that's it. You leave them be, depending on what it is. If you meet someone who likes a drink or two and you can live with that in 10 years' time, great. That doesn't mean that person is an alcoholic. If it doesn't fit your blueprint, your values, your beliefs, leave them to live their life, learning all about you and the behaviour you will and will not accept from others, and the behaviour you will and will not accept from within yourself. You can and you will recover from this. If you are looking for further support, I have partnered with BetterHelp and their sponsored link is in the description if you'd like to take a look at that. I shall link the video into the description on boundaries if you'd like more information on that. Go out there, create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.